Hi everybody, this is Lisa and it's time again for another class. We just finished up a reading class. In the reading class we read two articles. One was on some new cars that they're developing that run on air, and they're called hybrid air cars. So that was really cool to read about that and learn something new about that. I actually didn't know that they were developing cars that run on air, but that sounds like a really good idea because that way we won't have any toxic emissions that could cause global warming and other problems that people think are caused by cars. So that's kind of cool new technology that is being developed. The other thing that we read about is the nuclear power plants in Japan and what was going on over there. They're having some problems with rats eating through wires probably and causing power outages at the cooling plants. So yeah, we read some interesting articles, but now in this hour we're going to be speaking. So if you guys want to come in, 2 people have joined us so far. If you have a reservation, you can click on the Get Reservation button. I think it's a blue button, and you can come into the class right now. Otherwise, if you're waiting for the green button, that will be available pretty soon, and then you can click on that to join in for the rest of the class. Hi, Andre. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, and you?
Good. Doing pretty good. How are you, Ezekiel?
How are you, Lisa?
I'm doing well, thank you. And Umir. Nihan. Nihan. Oh yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Nihan.
I changed my informal. Yes, I don't like to be attentive with my surname because it's a little bit formal, and I changed it with my first name, and it is Ömür. You cannot pronounce it.
Okay, let me try. Go ahead.
Ömür.
Ömür.
Oh, very well.
Okay. I don't know if I'll remember it, but Ömür. Ömür. Okay, I'll try. You like Nihan better or Ömür?
Nihan is good.
Okay. Nihan.
And easy way to say.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Looks like people have come into class, so let's just introduce ourselves. I will start. So because this is a speaking class, let's just talk. So I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to introduce myself and just say something about where I live, and you can do the same thing. My name is Lisa, and I live in the United States of America. I live in Washington State, which is, if you're looking at the map, it's on the left-hand side, upper left, above California and Oregon, on the Pacific Ocean. I'm about 2 hours away from Seattle, and I live in a small town. It only has about 9,000 people, but we get a lot of tourists in the summer and starting even now in the spring. And yeah, I have 3 kids, and I went skiing the other day, so that was fun. We still have snow up in the mountains, so we can ski. All right, Abdallah. Hi, Abdallah.
Yes, hi Lisa, how are you?
Good. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us something, anything about yourself, where you live, what you're studying, what you're doing.
Yes, I'm Abdullah from Egypt. I'm trying to explore myself these days more because I don't understand me.
Abdullah, what's that picture of?
It's a picture of a citadel on the Mediterranean Sea. You know Mediterranean Sea?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a citadel on it.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Oh, is it a place for tourists to go visit?
Yeah, many tourists visited visit it.
Uh-huh. Okay, nice. Okay, Andre, introduce yourself and tell us something that's been happening in your life recently.
Yes, my name is Andre. I'm from Brazil. I live in São Paulo city here. I'm 32 years old. I'm a software developer. I'm a single, and it's a big stuff in my life. I knew the United States in February
Awesome.
in California state.
So when you went to California, did you take time off from your job or did you work while you were there?
For study English.
Right. But are you working as a software developer right now?
Yes.
So did you take time off from your work or did you work while you were in San Diego?
No, I work.
Oh, okay. So you can work online.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. And whoops, Ezekiel. What kind of software programs do you work on?
I develop financial softwares for my company.
Uh-huh. Is that a good job?
Yes. I like.
Cool. All right, financial software. Okay, Chowki, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good, thanks. So introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, no problem. My name is Shouqi and I am from Algeria. It's situated in the north of Africa. I'm 23 years old. I graduated last year and I took Master in Energy Mechanics diplomate and I'm studying another option this year. It is geology and astronomy and I'm working in a company which is establishment of urban transportation here in Algeria.
Oh, okay. Urban transportation, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in maintenance service or department.
So what does that mean? What are you developing?
I mean, sorry?
So what does it mean, the urban transportation? Like
Yes, it is an establishment, I mean, of buses.
Oh, buses. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use hybrid buses at all? Like electric, half gas, or something like that?
No. It
No?
is no, the other one. Which work with diesel engine.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of muting and unmuting going on. If your microphone, if we're picking up background noise, that's why people are muting other people because it's been hard to hear. So
Yeah.
it's usually better to keep your microphone muted, and then when I call on you, turn your microphone back on. That way we can hear everybody more clearly because sometimes it's hard if we hear some background noise or hear you typing or something like that. Okay, Dia, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Dia. I'm living in Cairo, Egypt. I'm 24 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Computers and Information Technology, actually as an IT engineer. I'm here to improve my English skills. Yeah, and I hope to, because one of my friends told me that you will speak English when pigs fly. Yeah.
He told you that?
Yes. Yeah.
So that was a challenge?
Yeah. But first it's a challenge with myself.
Yeah.
For challenge with him. Yeah. Yes.
That's good. Okay.
One day I will come to him and ask him, introduce yourself.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then tell him to
Yeah.
come to a Verbling class with you.
Yes, I just invite him, but it's my big secret until I speak.
It's your secret weapon.
Yes, a secret weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad to be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, Duarte, hi there.
Hi, Lisa. How
How
are
are
you?
you? Good, thank you. So just
Very well.
introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself or what's been going on in your life. We're just going to talk during this hour, so.
Okay, my name is Duarte. I'm from Brazil. I live in a city that is near Belo Horizonte. The name of the city is Contagem.
Uh-huh.
I'm 57 years old. I'm a mechanical engineer. I work near my house in a company who makes machines for book materials.
Uh-huh.
And the things that excite me now is that on next Tuesday I will do my second international trip. I will go to Rome,
Wow.
to Cairo in Egypt, and
Wow.
to Israel.
What are
And
you going to do there? Is it for business or for pleasure?
for pleasure, I am in holidays.
Nice.
Yes,
How long will you be gone?
11 days.
Oh, okay. And why did you choose those countries? What will you do there?
Because I am a religious person, so
Okay.
I want to know the land where Jesus walked.
Aha, okay.
I will be first in Rome.
Yeah.
After that, I will go to Egypt, and I will go by bus from Egypt to Israel.
Oh, interesting. So in Rome, you will go to the Vatican? Or where?
Oh, I know that there are some places that are in the, because I am going with a group of people.
Oh, okay. Group.
Okay.
Okay.
And we will see various variety of touristic points in Rome. Okay.
So you're going with a tour
Yes.
group. Oh, okay.
Yes, a tour group.
Uh-huh. And is that your son?
Yes, this is my son Gabriel.
Hi, Gabriel.
Okay, cheers.
Hi. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Will he be going too, or just you on the trip?
Oh, just me.
Just you. Okay.
My wife has a fierce wife.
Oh, okay.
She will remain at home with my son.
Uh-huh.
This is my son Gabriel. He's studying also. I am teaching him English.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Awesome. I have a son who is learning Portuguese. They can hook up and practice together. My son is 13 and he is practicing Portuguese.
Okay.
He wants to go to Brazil.
Oh, next year will be a great time to come here in the World Cup of football.
Yes. He's a big soccer player and a soccer fan. So he likes Brazil.
I can receive him in my home.
Okay.
I will take care of him for you.
All right. Yes. Maybe we can do an exchange. Okay. Wonderful. Enrique, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you for asking, Lisa. How are you today?
Wonderful. I like your bird again. I like when you have that bird there. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
It's so bright red.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself to everybody and just tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life that you are excited about, or something new maybe.
I am from Colombia, and I am a teacher. I teach mainly math, and I like to watch sports on TV. Listen Christian music and read books that my students lend me.
Like what kind of books?
All kind of books.
Yeah.
All kind of books. Yes. Economy, politics.
Oh, okay.
All kind of books. Novels.
Yeah. Great. Okay, Ezekiel, how about you? Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, hi Lisa, how are you everyone? I'm Ezequiel, I'm 22 years old. I'm from Córdoba, Argentina, in South America. Maybe you know about us because we have a pope, an Argentinian pope.
Well, and you have a soccer player too.
Yes, yes.
Soccer player.
Lionel Messi, yeah.
Yes.
We have some problems with, I don't remember the name, Duarte Lopez, because we have little problems with Brazil in soccer.
Yeah.
But everything okay.
Everything's okay.
I'm studying marketing and I work in the marketing department for a construction company in Córdoba. Córdoba is in the center of Argentina. It's one of the biggest cities in Argentina. Not as big as Buenos Aires, but very big. We have 3 millions of inhabitants.
Oh, wow.
It's big here. Here is big, but maybe not in United States.
Well, not as big as Sao Paulo, for example.
No.
Yeah.
Sao Paulo is amazing.
Yeah. Great. And what's your weather like right now? Is it still hot down there?
Sorry?
What is your weather like right now? Hot? Is it hot?
No, it's not hot. It's 8 p.m. right now.
Oh.
But it's I don't know, template. I don't know how you say
Temperate.
template is okay.
Yeah, temperate.
Temperate.
Yeah.
No, but when it's not hot and not cold, is temperate? No.
Temperate. Yes.
Yes.
Climate.
Okay. Thank you very much. A
Yeah.
new word.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hi, Gassan. How are you?
Hi, thanks. I'm fine, Lisa. Thank you.
So to introduce yourself and tell us what's going on in your life.
Oh, my name is Ghassan. I'm from Iraq, and there is nothing new in my life.
Nothing new?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the kids are asleep, so...
You have kids?
No, I don't have, but I have to make something anyway.
I was going to say, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I even don't have a bird. So, the birds are asleep too.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
Well, what's going on in Iraq lately? In Baghdad?
Well, haven't had much explosion lately. And the ironic is every time there is explosions, I make some money of it. So I don't know I like it or don't like it, but anyway.
So when you take pictures, are you working as a freelance photographer for yourself and then you sell the pictures to other places, or do you work for a specific company?
No, I'm a freelance photographer. And I'm a freelance journalist, work with BBC. So, normally when there is a news, it's better for me. I make more money, though people get killed.
So is that something that you photograph, like when a bomb goes off or when something happens? Do you like run over there and photograph it, or how does it work? Like how do you?
I'm too lazy to do that, so I don't photograph the bombs or something, and it's dangerous. But there's other ways to, to get on TV. I'm for what they call it, interviews and stuff like that. So normally I'm sitting in my office or in the in the studio, and so everybody doing everything, I just speak, so it's easy for me.
Great. Do you do interviews in English or in Arabic?
None of them actually, neither one.
Oh,
I do in Persian or in Farsi.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Is Persian Farsi?
Yes, actually it's Farsi, but you know, you people call it Persian.
Oh, I know somebody who was from Persia, and she taught me how to write my name in Farsi.
Yeah, they use the same, almost the same Arabic alphabet. So
Yeah.
if you write it in Farsi, you actually write it in Arabic.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. But it's the same script? It's the same writing?
Yes, 95% is the same. They changed it a little. So, you know, few things of it, few letter.
Yeah.
And the same with the Urdu in Pakistan, they change it a little more, but they use basically the same alphabetic, which is the Arabic.
Oh, okay.
You know, the Turks used to use it too, but they changed it around 100 years ago and went using the Roman alphabetic.
I see. So when a person who speaks English is trying to learn Arabic, is there some kind of system for them to learn how to say the words using like the Roman alphabet, so that before they learn the Arabic script?
Well, you know, if you want to learn Arabic, there is two ways. One, you want to learn it from the root, so you have to learn the alphabet, which is a little difficult at first, but it's the best way. The second way, you want just to speak. You don't want to write and read and stuff like that. So you don't need the alphabet. You could read and write in Roman alphabetic or English alphabetic or anything else. But there is, of course, there is letters that you don't have in English. So we use numbers instead of those. For example, we have 2H. So there is 1H in English. We have 2. So for one of them, they use 7, I think. So when there is a 7 in the middle of the letter, it means the other H. So, you know, but in general, there is two ways, like I said. One, which is you learn the alphabet out. The other one, you don't learn it. You just learn to speak it or read it in, you know, in Latin alphabet.
Do you think that, do you know people who learn Arabic, does it seem difficult for them to learn?
Well, you know, I think it's very difficult, but I'm surprised to see people actually speak it. You know, I watch CNN, they have 2 anchors, at least one of them, you know, the name, I think her name is, I don't remember, her name is Gorani, but I don't remember the first name.
Yeah.
So she is actually speaking Arabic. I have seen her on TV on Cairo, on Lebanon. She's speaking Arabic. And you know, few words and very good accent. I don't know how she learned it, because I'm sure she doesn't know the alphabetic. And they have the other one, Arwa Damon, which is, you know, originally half Arab, so though she is American, but she speaks very well. I have seen her here in Baghdad a few times, and she speaks very well, and even the accent and the other things. I wonder how they learn it, because it's really difficult, you know. Besides the Japanese and the Chinese, there is no more difficult language than Arabic.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Great. Thank you for that. Jose, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, hello again. I am Jose Caro. I'm from Spain. I'm 18 years old, and I'm studying my first year of college.
All right. What part of Spain do you live in?
Well, I'm from Alicante, but in the moment I'm in north of Barcelona.
North of Barcelona? Okay. That's where you're studying?
What?
Is that where you are studying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you ever go to France? It's pretty close.
Yeah. I was in Paris and Toulouse and Marseille.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool. All right, Yasin. Yasin, are you there?
Hi.
Hi.
Is my voice clear enough?
Yes, it is.
I am from Turkey. I am student. I am studying. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I am student. I am 22 years old. I am senior at mechanical engineering. Actually, I have found this website when I am searching for Persian video lectures or Persian video chat.
Oh, really? Okay.
Actually, I was trying to learn the Persian language.
You're trying to learn Farsi?
Yes, but I have found this website and I have liked it very much. So I tried. I decided to speak English. I will improve my English. So it's better. Because learning a new language is very hard, very complicated task. So I decided to improve my English. Yes, that's all.
Okay, great. Well, wonderful. Okay, so before we started the class, I put up here at the top of the Verbling chat, I'll paste it again, this little, it's like a saying, it's a quote that I took from this guy, and I was wondering what you guys thought about it. It says, you will become like the 5 people you associate with the most. This can be either a blessing or a curse. So, but first of all, you got to make sure you understand what that means. So what he's saying is basically the people that you hang around with a lot in your life, the 5 most, the people that you hang around with the most, you're going to become like them. Maybe not everything, but in some ways. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm wondering what you guys think. Do you agree with that?
Inspire with some of my friends.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, all of them I really are interested in clubbing and music.
Yeah.
You know, yes. I love to drink all the time.
Yes.
Love to travel for for parties, something like that.
So
no one interested in studying anything or fill his mind with anything. Yeah, an empty mind.
Yeah. So do you hang out with your friends that do all of that?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. I really like to hanging out with them. Sure.
Yeah. But do you have other friends who like to do some of the things you like to do too?
With them or
No,
with
like,
other friends?
Yeah, with other friends who like to study
Yeah.
and do other things. Yeah.
Yes. My friend in work. They are really respectable people, and I'm really glad to know people like them.
Yeah.
Always talking about any updates and any softwares. Yeah, and after I finish, I go to clubbing with them. Yes.
So you can live in both worlds, huh?
Yes. A serious word in the morning and an empty mind at the night. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Great.
all.
Okay, what do you think, Chalky? Do you agree with that statement that you will be like the people you hang around with?
I mean, the people that I meet them and I work with them.
Yeah, no, like your friends, the people. Yes, you're not.
Yeah, like my friend that I see it most. I mean, I stay almost time with them. That's it.
And do you think that's a good thing, or can it sometimes be a bad thing?
Yeah, I think it is good because I'm always walking and I mean staying with with friends that they have the same mind that I have.
Good.
So they can't affect a lot on me because I think we share the same ideas and we go to the same places, you know.
Yeah. Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so that, yeah, I think the way I understood this comment also is sometimes people in their lives, they are trying to make changes in their
Yeah.
lives, and it can be difficult sometimes if the people you're hanging around with are doing the things you don't want to do anymore. And so you might have to get like new friends, or new people that you spend more
Yeah,
time with.
but if your friends are you are satisfied with
Yes,
them,
sure.
I think you won't change them.
Right. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
because maybe if you change them, and that's you will make you lose them, and you won't find friends like the previous one.
right, yeah. So
Yeah.
in this case, it sounds like
It's a great stuff. It's a great stuff, Shakti.
yeah.
You must spend your vacation with us. You could have a good
Sorry.
time. Talking about my friend that I'm hanging out with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
When I have a vacation, really I spend a great time
Yeah.
with my friend. We have
So,
a great stuff to do.
so you don't like to change your friends?
Right. Not if you like your friends, and that in that
Absolutely
case,
not.
that would
Absolutely
be a
not.
blessing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. In that case, they're a blessing. Duarte, what do you think about this comment or this statement?
Okay. I think this is a true statement.
Yeah.
And I think that we will become the person that we associate with.
Mm.
And it is because we must be very careful to choose our companies.
Mm-hmm.
I know that in the Bible says that that is a statement that two people will walk together only if they agree with each other.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I am saying it in my own words. The
Yeah.
statement is not exactly that, but the meaning is that.
Yeah.
And it can be a curse if you choose bad companies, for
Yeah.
example.
Sure.
And I agree with it, and I also be very careful to choose my friends, the people who walk with me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all.
Thank you. Enrique, what do you think about this statement?
Well, it's interesting something you said some minutes ago, because in the past I wasn't a Christian.
Uh-huh.
So when I enter to this kind of life,
Mm-hmm.
I have to leave my friends for some time, because it was a bad environment for me. So
Mm-hmm.
and I needed to get spiritual force,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So but now I I can uh, I can meet with another people that, for example, drink beer,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't do it
Yeah.
because I have a force, a
Yeah.
spiritual force.
Strength. Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
yes. But in the past, I had to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that that's kind of what this statement is talking about. Sometimes I know that sometimes here in the United States, people who have had a problem with drinking, for example, drinking alcohol, and they go to a group called Alcoholics Anonymous. I have some friends, I know some people who have gone through that program, and one of the big things for them is to find new people to associate with or to hang around with who have different things that they like to do besides drinking, because these people don't want to drink anymore. And so it can be hard for them because a lot of their friends have been, staying with that lifestyle. They continue to drink or party or something. And these people who want to make a change, they make
actually depend on the person.
Sure.
Not because his friends is drinking, he must be drink. Anyway, I don't like to drink. I don't like to drink.
Right.
Especially
Sure.
Especially in some special moments. Yeah, but not always using like not use the drinking like they used.
Yes.
I have my rules also.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what Enrique was saying is once he was able to maybe do more what he likes to do and feel strong in his own person, in his belief system, or the way he wants to be in the world, then it's okay. He can go out with people who maybe do things more that he doesn't want to do, but he's okay. But sometimes, yes, go ahead.
Sometimes it's like when people have problems related to drugs, the first advice for them is change the group and the friends, because sometimes the friends guide you to places that you don't want to be.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Yes, I think sometimes, when people are friends, they want you to do things with them, and if they like certain things, they want you to do it with them, and if you don't, sometimes it can be hard to, we say, stand up for yourself and say no, because you care about your friends and you want to be with them, but maybe you don't want to do what they're doing, like drugs or something like that. So I think it depends, like Dia was saying, it depends on the person. If you're a very strong person, perhaps you can say no and just say, I don't really want to do that. But other times people have a hard time saying no. So it might depend.
Yes, but when you choose your group of friends, you have to share the same values, the same ideas. Not the same, but share the values is really important.
We have in our society a proverb said, tell me who is your friend, I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yes. Yeah. Badi, what was the one that you're saying that you have in Colombia, the saying? Badi, are you there? Check on your mic. Okay, maybe he got up. Hassan, what do you think?
Sometimes I see people, a man and a woman, together in the street, and I wonder if they are actually a couple or siblings. Because after a few years together, a couple, they would look pretty much like each other. The expression on their face, even the nose change, the face, the eyes, everything. So sometimes I wonder, oh, this is the wife or the sister, this is the husband so it's really difficult to say after a few years when they're living with each other.
Yeah.
It could be good, it could be bad, I don't know.
Yeah.
But from the other side, you have the family. So when you watch normally your parents, you don't want to be like them normally. So you don't want to end up like them, and that's probably the bad side of it. Living with them for years, it would make you
makes it hard not to be like them.
Yeah, it's really difficult. It's not just the genetic, but the way they grew you up, and so
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad. And considering the friends, most of the time friends are pain in the neck. So sometimes they could be a blessing.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking too, like especially when people are young, when you're a kid, sometimes it can be very noticeable. For example, if one of my kids gets a new friend, and that new friend maybe speaks a certain way, like uses certain phrases a lot, and then my child will start using those same words, and I might say, where did you learn that? Where did that come from? Because we don't talk like that, but it comes from, his friend. And so, yeah, I think that's how sometimes you become like the people you're surrounded by, because you start talking like them, you start using their phrases. I know, for example, like sometimes it happens, like, for example, if by yourself you don't cuss very much, you don't say bad words, but then you get around a group of people and that is how they're talking, then maybe you start talking more like that.
Yeah, you will be strange if you don't speak like
Yeah.
in their way.
Right.
Plus,
Yeah.
physically, you get to be like them too. It's not just your what you say or your speakings or stuff like that, but physically, it's difficult to be different than your family or your friends. So if you live in a family that the mother cooks a lot and thinks that eating, feeding the children is a good thing, normally you get fat, even if you are. So, and it's difficult to convince the other people in your group or your family that you have to, for example, eat less or something. So I had this problem for a long time because, where I live, giving food to people is a good thing. So if wherever you go, you have to eat, and if you don't eat, it's bad, and drink and stuff like that. So fighting that, for example, I go to someone's place and I say I don't want tea because they put a lot of sugar in it. And they, stare at me, what, you don't want tea? That's it, something difficult to understand for them.
Yes.
Or if I go to my mother's kitchen to go to there, and it's difficult to her to, to hear that, oh, I want less, this is too much for me.
Yes.
So when you live with these people, you get fat normally.
Yeah. Yes. That's a good example, I think. Jose, what do you think about that? What do you think about how your people you hang around with influence you, your behavior, how you dress, maybe what you look like? Do you think that's true?
Well, I think it depends how strong is your personality. A person with a weak personality always gonna do what the others do.
Yeah.
You all have a strong personality, and you make
your own decisions.
Yeah, your own decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah.
It's
yeah.
It's like I don't know exactly the word. It isn't impossible, but I think it's kind of possible if avoid that get influence.
Yeah.
From the others.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to hear you. You guys having a hard time hearing what he says?
Yes, we don't understand.
Yeah, I can kind of understand it because I'm picking out words, but like every other word, I can't hear. So I don't know if you want to turn your camera off. Maybe sometimes that helps. If you turn the camera off, then your connection is better.
Lisa, I think his mic is something is with his mic.
Or your microphone, I'm not sure. Is your microphone in the computer?
Yeah, it's because of that. My microphone is on the computer.
Yeah, so sometimes it's hard to hear. Okay. Yeah, see, Duarte, what did you write in here? You said, do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits. Yes. Well, I don't think Gassan's mom is evil, but she does like to feed him. Yeah. Yes, I think that's cultural also sometimes when you're learning something new, like maybe a new way of eating or something like that, and it's not very common in your culture or in your family's culture maybe. It can be very difficult to make new habits because they just expect you to be like you've always been, you know? They want you to be the same as them too. So that can be hard. Yasin, what do you think?
Yes, I have not much thing to say
About this
topic.
Yeah.
Uh, so, yeah, friends always affect you in very different ways. Sometimes they influence you in a good way. Sometimes they influence you in a bad way. But definitely, you have to change. You have to change your surroundings, your friends. Definitely, you have to change them because if you don't change them, you will start to be static, not dynamic. You will start to be static. So that's really bad thing. So you have to change your surroundings. So that's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Bali, is your mic working now?
I think
Yes.
so. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good.
Great.
Good. So what was it the saying that you were writing about in the chat?
Yeah, it's something like who walks in the honey, something to stay with him. You know?
Oh, so it sticks to you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you walk through the honey, some of the honey will stick to you. So that's like talking about your friends, how the people you hang out with, you'll kind of some of them will stick to you, kind of like.
Yeah, even if you don't want it,
Yeah.
inconscious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So even if you don't want it, it will still affect you. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's the same, for example, when you go to other city. I don't know if it's the same there, but for example here, in every region there are different accents and different slangs. So if you go to other city, you start to talk how you normal talk, and then you are from that part of Colombia, yeah. So you are the different, you are the weird, yeah. And talking with your friends there, you start to talk with some slangs, but I criticize that. For example, I say to my cousin or friends that are living in other parts, "Hey, you are talking like that, those people." Yeah, but I know that it's something inevitable, yeah, that happens because yeah, it's around you, yeah, that has to happen.
Yes. Yeah, there was I'm learning French, so I was watching this TV show. Oui, très bien. And I was watching this French show with have you guys heard of that actor Jean Dujardin? I don't know how to spell his name. He was in the movie The Artist.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's like a famous French actor, and he's really funny. And in this scene, there was his girlfriend or wife, I think it's his girlfriend, and they were taking an English class. And so the teacher said to, speak English, like introduce yourself. And so the girl was very formal and said, "Hi, my name is Alexa. I live," she said like that. And then he, when he started talking, he was cussing a lot and saying, "Yo, what's up?" And he was, it was like he learned English by watching American movies with a lot of cussing.
Yeah, like a rapper.
Yeah, like a rapper. And so he was like doing like this and stuff, and it was really funny because that's how he learned English, by watching the rap musicians and movies. And so his language was all like the F word and all this kind of stuff. It was really funny. Yes. That, by the way, you said happened to me too, because I went to Spain and I learned Spanish there, and then I came back to California, and I had a lot of friends who were from Mexico, and so I started speaking more like Mexican people speak, and so then all my Spanish friends would say, we don't say that, you sound Mexican, you know. So don't talk like that, they said, don't talk like that.
It's the same, I mean, like when we...
I don't want to hear you talk.
You want to hear me talk?
Yeah, it's the same when we learn American English and when we talk to British, you know, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, my friend who is from... Yes, Buddy?
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
What?
Go ahead. I say you later.
Okay, you tell me later. Yeah, my friend who's from Spain, he spoke English to me when I was living there, and I was teaching him English, and so he was talking more like an American, but now he has lived in London for many years, and he sounds totally British. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We at the school we learn British English.
Yeah, you learn British English. Yeah. Yes. Yes, everybody on Verbling is learning English from different people, so I noticed they're getting like different accents. Some people definitely have more of a British accent. Hassan, where did you learn your English mostly? By watching CNN?
Well, before that, I actually was able to understand the movies.
Oh, okay.
So the way I learned it, I learned a little in the school, of course, that's the alphabetic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But to understand it, of course, it was the shows and the movies, then the CNN and the news and stuff like that came later. But before I start actually learning English, I was able to understand the English better than my tutors or teachers' friends. I had friends that they actually professionally teaching English, but they wouldn't understand anything from the movies. But I would understand the whole thing all the time. But of course, the movies are half visual, so it's half listening, half visual. So maybe that's why I was understanding better than them. Anyway, then I think it's a big process. You can't learn it just by watching movies, and you can't learn it just by attending classes. If you want to learn any language, I think you have to change in the environment around you. So I did that, and the TV, the satellite TV, the internet, and friends. So that's the way to learn it normally. If you want to learn few words, of course, it's easy. You buy a book. But if you want to speak, English the way that you could say, I actually know it, you need to change your environment.
Yeah.
Nowadays, before it was difficult, but nowadays, considering we have TVs and we have satellite, we have internet, so it's much easier than before.
Yeah, exactly. Ezekiel, I wanted to answer your question here. I wrote in the Verbling chat that you can get stuck in a rut, and I think that's when I wrote that. Chowki was talking about Yassine was talking about changing your friends and changing your environment so that you don't get stuck. And we have a saying that says you get stuck in a rut, and a rut is like, it's not a route. You wrote, is it like a route? A route is like the way that you're going to go somewhere. Like, I'm going to take this route to get to that city. But a rut is like it's like a crack. Like if you have like two pieces of wood or something, and there's the space between the two pieces, that could be like a rut.
Okay.
And if you get stuck there in the rut, you can't move. So the saying is, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, that means like you can't move, and so you have to change something. So you get unstuck.
That's when we want to change.
Yeah.
When we want to move, you must move. But when you find yourself, it's okay. Just stay in that rut.
Right. Yeah. Stay in the rut. Exactly. You like the rut.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the red is good, stay there. Yeah.
I mean, could you spell it, please?
Yeah, the rut is just R-U-T. Yeah. Buddy, you want me to speak with a Colombian accent?
Well, South American accent will be okay.
I don't have enough practice with that. I have to listen to more South American people speaking.
Yeah. You need to
Okay.
practice. Yeah, I don't want to hear you slangs from Mexico. Hola, cuate. La neta? Or joder, tío. I don't want to hear you saying that.
Tío. Jose will know that one. Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask you a question? I mean, in this few minutes.
Yes.
I mean, it's out our subject, but it is about grammar.
Yes.
Is makeup is a verb or no?
Makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, to make up is well, we call them phrasal verbs.
Yes, it is phrasal verb.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of verb, so we can say I can make up something.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what it means?
Because somebody said the makeup is a noun and you can't take it like a verb. You can't say that I can make up, I mean, a face of a girl or something. It's to prettify or something like that.
Well, okay, hold on. You can, to make up something would be like, if I'm going to make up a story about you, let's say, that means I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to invent it and just think about it in my imagination. But makeup is of a noun. So
yeah, I mean, making up to prettify to prettify, you know. I mean, to make it beautiful.
Yeah, so you use makeup to you put makeup on your face to get, make your face prettier or however you want to decorate.
Yeah, so it is noun. It's not a verb in this context.
You could say she made up her face. Yeah, you could say that. She made
up her face.
Yeah, but it's more common to say she put makeup on. Yeah.
So it's not wrong.
No.
To make up I want to make up my face.
Right. It's not very commonly used. If you said it, we would know what you mean. And sometimes people might say it, I'm going to make myself up, which means I'm going to make myself look pretty using makeup.
Yeah.
But it's more common to say I'm going to put makeup on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your information.
Sure. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, we have 2 minutes left, and does anybody have any questions related to anything? Badi, are you learning French too? Yes.
Le français très similaire à l'espagnol.
Oui.
So I think
oui.
Un petit peu, je suis un débutant encore.
Cool.
Yeah, who is learning French? I mean, I can't speak French, I mean, fluently, you know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're Algeria, right?
Yeah, Algeria. So we can. The second language is French, and the third language is English.
Okay, great.
Wow. There is a big difference between the French in France and the French in Algeria. I just know that there is in France I can understand something in Algeria. What? What are you saying?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I think that's interesting because I wasn't really thinking of that statement as it relates to language learning, but certainly it shows you, even when you're learning language, like the people that you hang around with who are speaking that language that you want to learn, you're probably going to sound a lot like them instead of sounding like people on TV or something. So if you have an American friend or if you have a British friend and they're the ones that you talk to a lot, you're probably going to speak a lot like them. So it kind of shows you that idea that the people that you associate with that you spend time with, you're going to be like, not exactly, maybe, but in some ways you will pick up their ways of speaking, some of their habits, maybe some of their ways of seeing the world. So, and maybe that's what you want. That's a good thing. So like Enrique, you said that when you wanted to become a Christian, that it sounds like you hung around more with Christians in order to
Yes.
have that same point of view. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah, I
Duarte,
just.
okay, are you going to leave, Duarte?
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I'll see you. Have fun on your trip.
Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're just about out of time, but does anybody have anything they want to say before we say goodbye?
Yeah, I wanted to say one thing to our friends, Abby or I don't remember, Buddy.
Buddy, yeah.
Yeah. You don't worry if you don't understand their French, because their first language is Arabic in North Africa and in Algeria, and actually we don't understand it. The rest of the Arabs, don't understand their Arabic most of the time.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But
So,
I mean, I'm wondering how you can live in Iraq and you can't speak Arabic.
No, he can speak Arabic.
How it's come this one? You are living in Iraq and Iraq there, the first language is Arabic and you can speak Arabic.
no, we all speak Arabic. The thing is that the language you speak in Morocco and Algeria and Mauritania is half Arabic, half other things like Amazigh. So
no, we are not talking about half language. We are talking about the Arabic. I mean the Arabic, the original language.
Yes, I mean the slang, the street language. We don't understand it, not the classic.
Yeah, we are not talking about dialect or slang or something like that.
So, Chowki,
Yeah.
if you spoke Arabic to Hassan, then you guys would understand each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
حسن هل تسمعني؟
No.
I wouldn't understand anything.
No, he speaks classic. The classic. All of us speak. I mean the slang when they speak in the street.
Yeah,
we
that's the same like in English.
سنا راك ما تفهمنيش كي نهضر لك بالعربي.
I understand you. I don't want to speak Arabic here in front of others because they don't understand it. But you're speaking classic. You're speaking classic. I mean the slang, the street. When you speak with your family, you don't speak classic. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, Gassan. It's the same way. Like one time I was in Spain in a youth hostel, and these two people were talking to each other, and I said, "Oh, what language are you guys speaking?" And they said, "English." And I was like, "What?" No way.
So they can't understand
you. Were saying.
So they can understand you, but you can't understand them.
I couldn't understand them when they were speaking to each other, but I could understand them when they spoke to me. Yeah.
So you must. This is a push to learn Arabic.
Okay.
She doesn't have time. I don't know where she finds time to learn French or other languages.
Yeah, I don't have much time. It's true.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can organize the time, and you can put. I mean, a moment to study it.
Yes. Well, you can always find something, but something else has to drop out.
Yeah, it's like the French proverb said: "If you want, you can."
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard that Verbling is gonna have French, right?
I think so. I don't know when, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I think they want to do a lot of languages. It just takes time to, get people and yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for coming to class, and I'll see you guys another time.
Great.
Okay, bye.
Ömür.
Ömür.
Oh, very well.
Okay. I don't know if I'll remember it, but Ömür. Okay, I'll try. You like Nihan better or Ömür?
Nihan is good.
Okay. Nihan.
And easy way to say.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Looks like people have come into class. So let's just introduce ourselves. I will start. So because this is a speaking class, let's just talk. So I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to introduce myself and just say something about where I live. And you can do the same thing. My name is Lisa, and I live in the United States of America. I live in Washington State, which is, if you're looking at the map, it's on the left-hand side, upper left, above California and Oregon, on the Pacific Ocean. I'm about 2 hours away from Seattle, and I live in a small town. It only has about 9,000 people, but we get a lot of tourists in the summer and starting even now in the spring. And yeah, I have 3 kids, and I went skiing the other day, so that was fun. We still have snow up in the mountains, so we can ski. All right, Abdallah. Hi, Abdallah.
Yes, hi Lisa, how are you?
Good. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us something, anything, about yourself, where you live, what you're studying, what you're doing.
Yes, I'm Abdullah from Egypt. I'm trying to explore myself these days more because I don't understand me. Yeah.
Abdullah, what's that picture of?
It's a picture of a citadel.
3 years old. I graduated last year and I took Master in Energy Mechanics diplomate, and I'm studying another option this year. It is geology and astronomy, and I'm working in a company which is establishment of urban transportation here in Algeria.
Oh, okay. Urban transportation, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in maintenance service or department.
So what does that mean? What are you developing?
I mean, sorry?
So what does it mean, the urban transportation? Like
Yes, it is an establishment, I mean, of buses.
Oh, buses. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use hybrid buses at all? Like electric, half gas, or something like
No,
that?
no. It
No?
is no, the other one. That's which work with diesel engine.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of muting and unmuting going on. If your microphone, if we're picking up background noise, that's why people are muting other people, because it's been hard to hear. So
Yeah.
it's usually better to keep your microphone muted, and then when I call on you, turn your microphone back on. That way we can hear everybody more clearly, because sometimes it's hard if we hear some background noise or hear you typing or something like that. Okay, Dia, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Dia. I'm living in Cairo, Egypt. I'm 24 years old. I graduated from Faculty of Computers and Information Technology, actually as an IT engineer. I'm here to improve my English skills. Yeah, and I hope to, because one of my friends told me that you will speak English when pigs fly. Yeah.
He told you that?
Yes. Yeah.
So that was a challenge?
Yeah. But first it's a challenge with myself.
Yeah.
For challenge with him. Yeah. Yes.
That's good. Okay.
One day I will come to him and ask him, introduce yourself.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then tell him to
Yeah.
come to a Verbling class with you.
Yes, I just invite him, but it's my big secret until I speak.
It's your secret weapon.
Yes, a secret weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad to be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, Duarte, hi there.
Hi, Lisa. How
How
are
are
you?
you? Good, thank you. So just
Very well.
introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself or what's been going on in your life. We're just going to talk during this hour, so.
Okay, my name is Duarte. I'm from Brazil. I live in a city that is near Belo Horizonte. The name of the city is Contagem. I'm 57 years old. I'm a mechanical engineer. I work near my house in a company who makes machines for book materials. And the things that excite me now is that on next Tuesday I will do my second international trip. I will go to Rome, to Cairo in Egypt, and to Israel.
What are you going to do there? Is it for business or for pleasure?
For pleasure. I am in holidays.
Nice.
Yes,
How long will you be gone?
11 days.
Oh, okay. And why did you choose those countries? What will you do there?
Because I am a religious person, so I want to know the land where Jesus walked.
Okay.
On the Mediterranean Sea. You
Is it?
know Mediterranean Sea?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a citadel on it.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Oh. Is it a place for tourists to go visit?
Yeah, many tourists visited visit it. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay, Andre, introduce yourself and tell us something that's been happening in your life recently.
Yes, my name is Andre. I'm from Brazil. I live in São Paulo city here. I'm 32 years old. I'm a software developer. I'm a single, and it's a big stuff in my life. I knew the United States in February
Awesome.
in California state.
So when you went to California, did you take time off from your job or did you work while you were there?
For study English.
Right. But are you working as a software developer right now?
Yes.
So did you take time off from your work or did you work while you were in San Diego?
No, I work.
Oh, okay. So you can work online?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. And, whoops, Ezekiel. What kind of software programs do you work on?
I develop financial softwares for my company.
Uh-huh. Is that a good job?
Yes. I like.
Cool. All right, financial software. Okay, Chowki, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good, thanks. So introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, no problem. My name is Shouqi and I am from Algeria. It's situated in the north of Africa. I'm 23.
Hi everybody, this is Lisa and it's time again for another class. We just finished up a reading class. In the reading class we read two articles. One was on some new cars that they're developing that run on air, and they're called hybrid air cars. So that was really cool to read about that and learn something new about that. I actually didn't know that they were developing cars that run on air, but that sounds like a really good idea because that way we won't have any toxic emissions that could cause global warming and other problems that people think are caused by cars. So that's kind of cool new technology that is being developed. The other thing that we read about is the nuclear power plants in Japan, and what was going on over there. They're having some problems with rats eating through wires probably and causing power outages at the cooling plants. So yeah, we read some interesting articles, but now in this hour we're going to be speaking. So if you guys want to come in, 2 people have joined us so far. If you have a reservation, you can click on the Get Reservation button. I think it's a blue button, and you can come into the class right now. Otherwise, if you're waiting for the green button, that will be available pretty soon, and then you can click on that to join in for the rest of the class. Hi, Andre. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, and you?
Good. Doing pretty good. How are you, Ezekiel?
How are you, Lisa?
I'm doing well, thank you. And Umir. Nihan. Nihan. Oh yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Nihan.
I changed my informal first. Yes. I don't like to be account with my surname because it's a little bit formal, and I change it with my first name, and it is Ömür. You cannot pronounce it.
Okay, let me try. Go ahead.